Well, hello everyone! It's finally hit. It is June, the first Tuesday of June, and I am so fucking ready to do this. I am ranking all the voice actors of Leonardo from worst to best. Now, I'm just going to go with voice performances. I'm not going to do the guys that are in the suits in the movies or whatever like that. How I'm going to do the Turtles voices, it's just going to be their English voices, which most of them are English anyway, from worst to best. And luckily, you know how I was really nice in the Sonic videos and the Knuckles videos and etc. when it came to the worst segments? I'm not going to be nice here. Because some of these performances are pretty fucking bad, I ain't going to lie. Anyhow, let's start this freaking Turtles month off with Leonardo, the leader of the group. And I am aware in the movie it is... You get what I'm saying. Anyhow, let's get started and let's start ranking this shit. Let's go! Leonardo's voice performances from worst to best. Let's hit it. Kawa fucking bunga.
Totally picked the wrong... Huh? Master Splinter?
Well, I feel really bad to put him here, but Dan Green, when he played Leonardo in the freaking Turtles Forever reunion, which was one of the worst things that I have ever seen, Turtles Forever is just fucking awful. And good God almighty, I just... How they butchered the 87 Turtles is just freaking beyond belief. A lot of people have, like, really high praise for this, but it just seemed like that the 03 Turtles cast had a lot of malice for the 87 Turtles, because every time they share scenes together, it would be, look how stupid our Turtles are. In fact, tell you what, go watch Phalus's review of Turtles Forever. He just fucking knocks it out of the park. I'll leave a link in my description for it. I mean, fuck me. Good God. Anyhow, Dan Green, even though I ranked him as the best Knuckles, is a terrible Leonardo. And all he's here to do is to imitate the 87 Leonardo's voice of Cam Clark, and he just fails. It sounds like Yugi, and that's it. And what's sad is, I know Dan Green is in New York and etc., and there were union laws, but... And the original 87 cast couldn't come back, but good fucking hell, man. This is terrible. He didn't even try. It's just basically a lighter-toned Pharaoh Yugi. I don't like it. I really do not like this version. I mean, ugh. It has no spirit of Leonardo, and it doesn't capture the 87 Leonardo at all. In fact, this is more of the Ninja Turtles 3 Leonardo. Yeah, I went there. Ninja Turtles 3 Leonardo. No, Ninja Turtles 3 Leonardo is more dignified than this. He makes Leonardo seem so stupid and ridiculous, and... Oh, I just... I don't like this one, and I'm bitching here a lot. But this is easily one of the worst performances I have ever seen, and it's just because they do not capture the 87 Turtles at all. It just feels like straight malice here. Now, not all of the other Turtles are going to get the rank low when it comes to the Turtles Forever, because some of them did a really good freaking job. I do know that some of them were really good, but Dan Green as 87 Leo is just terrible. And I'm sorry, it just feels like Yu-Gi-Moto, and that's it. He puts little to no emotion in there, and how they drew the characters just make it even worse, because, well, they always had those stupid, dopey looking smiles. It's like the 03 Turtles just kept saying, look how stupid the 87 Turtles are! Look how badass our Turtles are! Look at the different Leonardos! Oh, gee. Anyway, if you want a full-fledged review of Turtles Forever and why it doesn't work at all, go watch Phalus's review. It's just way better. Let's move on to the next one.
Along with any of the other little blips, does Splinter have a blip too?
The next mutation. the next fucking mutation. Michael Dobson from the next mutation is God. Oh, fucking awful. And I'm sorry to say it. I know I just slammed Dan Green down, but Michael Dobson, I love this guy. And so many of the Ocean Dub productions that he did for DBZ. But when it came to playing in the Ninja Turtles The Next Mutation, which is just a flaming middle finger to the face anyway to all Turtles fans, this isn't much better. And good God, he really shows that it's just bad. And he makes Leonardo an idiot. He makes him sound like an idiot. We have to do things a new way. And again, if you do not want to subject yourself to a full-fledged watch of The Next Mutation, again, the YouTuber I talked about, Phaelus, has done a full-fledged episode review of The Next Mutation. He does an episode every Friday, and he did all 26. So if you don't want to subject yourself to the idiocy of this show, yeah, go watch Phaelus's version again. But good God, as much as I love Michael Dobson as a voice actor, and I really respect him, this Leonardo is just trash. I mean, shit. I have seen some bad performances before, but good God almighty, this one is just... it's not as bad as Dan Green's. I mean, Dan Green's was just a malice insult to the 87 Ninja Turtles, but this is an insult to the movies and to the fucking cartoon. This is just shit. I wish they would have done The Next Mutation a little better than what we got, but they didn't. I mean, it had good potential. Hell, I actually am one of the few people that like Venus from The Next Mutation, but this is just a really bad garbage show, and they add cartoon sound effects and bad acting in it through the entire run. And I know it's not the voice actor's fault that the show is so bad and the costumes look like garbage, but shit, man. This is horrifyingly bad. Let's move on. It's going to get a little better. It'll be like taking a little salt out of our wounds.
Back off, Raph! Ugh.
We don't need that kind of change.
Oh, Lord. Next is Johnny Knoxville and Pete Plozek, and I'm ranking them together for a reason. The reason I'm ranking them together is because Johnny Knoxville did the first movie as just the voice. Pete, I guess, was in the motion capture, and when the second movie came out, Pete did not want, I mean, not Pete, but Johnny didn't come back to do the sequel, so Pete took over as the guy in the motion capture and the voice. So I'm going to rank them together, and neither one of them are good. Although Johnny Knoxville's is a little likable, it's still not very good. They both portray Leonardo as bland, and that's all I'm going to say. And I think another thing wrong with this movie is just how fucking ugly the Turtles are. And yeah, this is performance, not look-wise, so I've got to quit with comparing the costumes or the looks of the turtle. However, they try to capture the Leonardo tone that he's the leader. You know, he's the leader of the group, and he's stern, and that's about it. There is no real personality to him, and I guess they're trying to draw that a little bit out of the comics, but it just doesn't work. Johnny Knoxville does a decent job, but it's just a very bland Johnny Knoxville performance. He's kind of makes Leo a jackass. Drum solo. Okay, I'm sorry. And Pete kind of captures a little something with a grittier version of Leo, but I don't know. And just to let you guys know, these are not the only two actors to portray Leonardo around the same time or in the same segment that I'm going to rank together. But these two, yeah, I rank them together because more or less it's the same. The first movie isn't that terrible. It's awful, it's shit, and it's just will never capture the magic of the original 1990 movie. But it is better than Turtles 3. I guess. However, yeah, both of them are pretty much at fault. Both Johnny and Pete are not good Leonardos at all. But, I could kind of see them coming back to play maybe Raphael. I think they should have done Raphael's voice personally, but however, as Leo, they fall really short. At least the list is going from horrifyingly bad to meh here. And I guess I would just rank these two together as just meh actors for Leonardo. That's just about it. That's all I've really got to say. Let's move on to the next one.
Hair! They only like people with hair?
Wow, a list with Sonic and Knuckles? Look, Sonic's back. Ben Schwartz from the Sonic movie. He played Leo in Rise of the Ninja Turtles, and he gives Leo more of a comedic tone, which I kind of like. He can be really funny the way he throws his voice around, because I just recently watched this, but this is something that most of the Turtles have in this form that none of them have an actual personality. They are just an archetype in this cartoon, and not a very good one at that. I mean, Rise of TMNT is decent and all, but I'm just not really feeling it for Ben Schwartz's performance to be ultimate best. And a lot of people seem to really like him. They seem to really enjoy him as Leonardo. But he doesn't capture the magic as that leader, the leader of the group, but with more personality into it. And maybe it's just me, but I don't like the way his voice sounds. It doesn't sound very, I don't know, leaderish-y. It doesn't sound charismatic at all. He just sounds kind of bland. Kind of like what's wrong with Knoxville and Pete. Ben just sounds very meh to me. And I know a lot of people really like this version of the Turtles and etc., but it's not really for me. I just find it to be okay. It's a good, decent watch, and Ben does okay. So that's what I'm going to rank him as just okay. Let's move on to the next one.
Back in. He'll finish us for sure.
Alright, Michael Sinterniklaas from the 2003 Ninja Turtles as Leonardo kicks a lot of ass. And yes, this list just went from being meh to yeah. And I've got to say, I really like his Leonardo a lot. He gives him so much personality. He does a fantastic job. In fact, he is one of the most memorable Leonardos out there. I didn't really get into the 2003 series until after the show had ended, and I watched Turtles Forever just to check out what the 03 Turtles were like, but it's a good show. And Michael is a fantastic Leonardo. All I've got to say is he really was very charismatic. Unlike the others on this list, he really put in the leader perspective, but he can be funny. He can be kind of moody at times, too. In fact, I really enjoyed his rivalry with Raph, which I know is a reference to the 1990 movie. And honestly, just the way he delivers his performance is just really well done. He is very talented, and I've got to say, he is easily one of the best Leonardos I've heard. When it comes to a more serious, gritter Leonardo, but with a decent personality, I would definitely go with Michael's performance. It just fits. It fits really well. He captured the perfect Leo for the 2003 verse, and I've got to say, I really enjoy it. The 2003 series is good. It's not perfect by any means, but it is good. And it does not seem like it's malicious to the 87 series, or the comics for that matter, or the movies. It is a very fantastic series, and I've got to say his Leonardo always kept me coming back for more. It always kept me watching. Well, until the Fast Forward series, which I'm not going to get into. However, 4Kids really put a lot of effort into the voice dubs of this series, and it just all fit really well, and Michael's voice for Leo is no exception. It's awesome. All I've got to say, let's continue onward.
I want you to know that I appreciate your intentions, but you can't change the world like this.
Next is James Arnold Taylor from the 2007 TMNT movie. And I've got to say, man, he took Michael's performance and he fucking roundhouse kicked it. He gave Leo even more of a badass personality than, say, Well, Michael did. He took the 03 series out for a spin, and he kind of gave it more of this interesting retrospective. I really love this version of Leo too. James Arnold, I would never complain about playing Leo. In fact, when I'm reading a lot of the comics, especially the later comics that are coming out now, I hear more of his Leonardo's voice. He did that good. He's able to kind of get more into, say, the stress for the character. He can make him sound more of a tired-ish Leonardo, and what I mean by that is this is a Leonardo that is just tired of fighting in general. Shredder is beaten. It's done with. It's finally over. He doesn't want to fight anymore. He wants his life to be normal, even if he's going to beat his brother's ass to get him from being a vigilante. He just kind of worked as Leo. I don't know. I really like James Arnold Taylor's performance. And I've got to say, it is really well up there for me. Now, the next one on the list is going to be another 2 cheat ranked together, but I think you'll understand why.
We can't let April's boyfriend see us!
Possible? Where are we?
Next is Jason Biggs and Seth Green from the 2012 Ninja Turtle series. Now, again, Jason Biggs was Leonardo at first for the longest run of the 2012 series, but thanks to whatever the hell happened, he was fired from playing Leonardo, and he was replaced by Seth Green around the tail end of the series, or at least in the middle of the series. And I've got to say, I couldn't rank one above the other. They both give so much personality to Leonardo. Jason Biggs is actually really good at making him kind of bitchy and funny at the same time, but keeping that stern leader, cool guy attitude going. That's pretty good for a pie fucker. And while Seth Green is fantastic at delivering the badass Leo, but can easily be annoyed Leo in this version, and I just absolutely love it. He's just great. One of my favorite moments from Jason Biggs is actually in the Slash episode where he is just fucking annoyed with Raphael. They keep the rivalry here with Raphael and him, and it just kind of works great, where he's trying to demand and be the boss. And my favorite Seth Green Leonardo moment has to come in with the 1987 Ninja Turtles crossover, where the 87 Leo yells, "Turtle power," and he's like, "Enough with the turtle power!" It just worked so well, and I just like them both. I really can't rank one above the other. I thought they both were fan-freaking-tastic. And honestly, yeah, this is like the top 3 spot, and I put 2 people in one, and I said I don't do that shark jumping bullshit, but here I am, I did it. And honestly, these 2 really made the show for me. I like Seth Green's just a little more because, I don't know, it just feels like something that feels right, but Jason Biggs, I can't discount his version. So, I tie them together. They are both equally fucking awesome. Let's move on to the next.
That was a great leader.
Well, you sure act like it sometimes.
Yeah? Well, you act like a jerk sometimes, you know that? And this attitude of yours isn't helping anything.
Oh yeah. You guys probably thought this one was going to be the best one, but it's Brian Tochi, the voice of Leonardo from the 1990 motherfucking movie. Oh yeah. He captures Leo as the stern leader, but he could be funny once in a while throughout the 3 movies. But I won't talk about 3 because nobody talks about 3 because 3 is fucking terrible. Anyhow, yeah. His version of Leonardo really captures the stern leader really well. And it did kind of create the rivalry between him and Raph very well too. And Brian's performance just freaking works. I don't know what it is. He is one of the best Leonardos by far. And when I read the original comics from the 80s, I hear Brian's version a lot. I don't know why. It just fits so much better than any version that I've heard. Honestly, I didn't think that anyone was going to top. I knew that I was either going to put him as the best or the second best, but Brian, man, he just really was able to flush out a lot of Leonardo's personality. And without this performance that he did, we would not have gotten the other Leonardos that were below him on this list. This was finally more than just anything other than a cartoon hero style type character. This was a stern leader with actual problems. One of my favorite moments with him is his banters with Raph, but after Raph is hurt and Raph wakes up and he finally tells him that we did need him and he apologizes for it. He gives Leonardo so much of an arc and emotion in this movie, and it's kind of heartbreaking to see how he blames himself for Raphael's condition around the middle of the 90s movie. He is just excellent in this, and he's one of the key pieces. He is easily one of the greatest Leonardos ever put to screen, and I've got to say I am very lucky to have gotten to see this version at the age that I did, because I love this movie and I love this version so much that I want to rank him as the best. But there is just one more that does it, and it's no surprise to anyone.
Give me your money.
I've got a better idea. Give me your knife.
It's yours.
Yes, my favorite Leonardo, or the best in my opinion, is Cam Clark, the original 1987 Leonardo. He gives him such a likable voice and a very badass tone to his voice that makes him, I don't know what it is, it's just fantastic. Every scene he's in, he just steals it. And he was the corner of the phrase, Turtle Power! And man, I don't know, maybe it's nostalgia here, and it probably is on my ranking on this list, but I think he's downright perfect for Leonardo. He is easily the best choice. He can sound brave, he can sound funny, he could be goofy if he needs to. He has so many great moments throughout the run of the cartoon. And you could take a character like this from the goofy cartoon from the 1987 Turtles, and he can make him sound badass, especially in the first 5 episodes. He gives him this warrior-like tone, and it just kind of works out. And he also did the voice for Rocksteady, which kind of kicks ass, but still, he captures Leonardo perfectly. And to me, he is the genuine article when it comes to playing Leonardo, because without this version of Leo, we would have not even gotten the movie to expand upon. He hit Leonardo excellent. That's all I've got to say, excellent. Hell, he even came back to play Leonardo in that fucking terrible fucking Turtles costume dancing show. I don't even remember the name of the piece of shit. The Getting Down in Your Town or Coming Out of Our Shells tour. That's what he came back to do the voice in the first one. So you know he could still make Leo sound badass even in a shitty animatronic costume. He just nails Leo to a perfect T, making him go from several different substances of his personality. He works, he is easily the best, and I know it's mainly because of nostalgia is why he's here. He is worthy of being the best of the best on this list, and I will stand by that. I will fight you. My nostalgia is better than yours. He kicks Dan Green's ass, who couldn't even come up and half-ass imitate him. So yeah, Cam Clark is an ultimate win, and I've got to say, the best of the best. And that is the end of this list. Well, that finally did it. I finally finished the Leonardo ranking. My next one is gonna be Michelangelo. So I hope you guys get ready and you get suited up and be ready for Cowabunga! Because Mikey is coming next. Let's find out which Mikey is the worst and which one is the best on my list. Always remember, Turtle Power, baby. I'm listening.
Hello, this is Corey Feldman. Welcome to my studio here in Los Angeles, California, and I just wanted to pop in to say congratulations to Tim. Mr. Tim, I hope everybody's enjoying your videos. He's got some great content, and if you're enjoying his content, make sure you click on that little button right there that says subscribe. Why? Because everything on his channel is Bossa Nova. That's right. Congratulations on your channel, Mr. Tim. I'll be following you, and I know everybody else will too.
Pizza power!